friends, it's UrsulasRevenge and happy Wednesday update day. Today we have one new feature and the Bazaar is back in town with a lot of horse discounts. So before we get there, let's talk about the new additional feature in today's update. I want to preface this to say the Rainbow Festival is still going on, but this new feature is not at all related or tied to the event. I want to do a deep dive video about what is happening with the state of events, at least my speculations and just, my thoughts on the matter. Because, well, honestly, I don't think a lot of people are going to agree with me. Or maybe they will, I have no idea. But anyways, we're going to maybe do like a speculation Saturday or something, or maybe Sunday, I don't know. But so keep an eye out for a future video all about events that might be polarizing. Anyways, let's talk about today's update. So I have my sister account on here. This is Shiloh Stormfire. It's my other account. It's the one that I do all of my live streams with. We are such twins. Anyways, today's new feature actually adds something that you can do with your friends in your home stable. And that's the stable chores. So let's go over to the stable chores and see if anything has changed there. So with this new feature, it actually allows you and a friend that you invite to your stable to complete the stable chores that you can already do in your home stable. Basically, the way you do this is that once you are at your home stable and you're in a group with your friend, you can invite them to the stable chore activity, and then they will get pop-ups saying like, hey, here are the chores, accept which ones you want to do. From there, you can just complete them together as normal. I did have an issue where I disconnected upon completing the brushing quest, and honestly, I don't know if it's because it didn't know which horse to assign the experience to, because I finished it with my friend's account, well, friend quote unquote, my side account. I don't know what happened there. I think it's worth playing with. I don't know if it's a bug or if it was just honestly my iPad randomly disconnecting. But either way, maybe something to look out for and something to play with when completing the horse-specific chores with your friend. Completing the chicken and the mucking was totally fine. I didn't have any issues. I think this feature could be fun if you are looking to roleplay with your friends in your stable, but also just to have a reason to hang out in your stable with your friends, which I am very all for. I would love to have kind of more customization within the stable so that each stable experience is a little bit unique and you can kind of like spend some time visiting your friends and see how they decorate theirs, or at least lay theirs out or something. In a recent blog post, they did mention that this is something that they are still interested in. I know that there's kind of like old facts about how this is something that they tried to do in the past, but it just didn't work out, so it kind of got canceled 3 times. But with the new inventory update that's happening later this summer and that the back end has already happened, maybe it's a little bit more possible now. So it's definitely something the team is still interested in and still working towards. So I guess with these other stable improvements, maybe it's leading up to something bigger. I don't know. I'm hopeful. Anyways, that is all I needed Shiloh for, so goodbye. Alright, on to the Bazaar. Over in Moreland, where we have the festival hubs and the bazaars, we have, well, another bazaar. Recently, we actually did just have another horse sale for the summer event, so it's been like maybe a month, actually maybe less. So over at the bazaar, we don't have any clothes for sale this time, but we do have horses, and honestly, a really good variety of them. So this week we have 3 main horse breeds that are available for sale, in addition to some other exclusive horses that are available for sale. The main breeds that all coat colors are available for sale are the Chincoteague Pony, the American Quarter Horse, and the Tennessee Walking Horse. So if we go just take a quick peek, we'll see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 horse coats available for the Chincoteague. There are 11 coats for the American Quarter Horse, and 9 coats available for the Tennessee Walker. Additionally, some more horses that were available in the Star Stable Horses app are also available on discount. I thought the last time that it was all the horses, but apparently it wasn't, which is great because now we're kind of getting them sprinkled in a little bit at a time. So the breeds from the Horses app that are also on sale are the Aquatique, which has 2 coat variations, the Curly that has 1 coat variation, the Clydesdale, which has 1 coat variation, the Percheron, who has 1 variation, the Pentabian, who has 1 variation, and the English Thoroughbred that has 1 variation. So all of these horses will be available on discount for this week only, and after this week, all of these Star Stable Horses variations will be added to the game permanently, but just go back to full price. They'll be available for sale where their original breeds are also available for sale. It's just an additional coat color that you can now buy in the game. And I said it once before, I'm going to say it again. This does not spell good things for the Star Stables Horses app, which I guess is fine because it's just kind of like, an idle game. I've actually, since the last video of the Bazaar with the Star Stable Horses app, I don't think I've actually opened the Star Stable Horses app, mostly because I think I got a little demotivated that they're not exclusive anymore and I don't really have to work for them in the game to then move them over to then already be level 10. I'd rather just buy them in the game at level 1. So honestly, I have no hard feelings if this app gets removed. There's actually one more thing in the news, and it's about a horse retirement. So let's head over to Ferdinand's Horse Market or Marley's Vintage Barn and see who's going to be leaving us next. Oh, and it's the end of an era. It's the Pintabian. The Gen 2 Pintabian and the Gen 2 Arabian will be retiring on August 28th. This is truly an end of an era because I think that this is probably the first one that I am actually sad to see leave the game because I loved my Gen 2 Pintabians so much. I have 2 of them. Actually, I have this one here, which I named Quicksilver, and I have this one that I've named Fairy Dust. Oh, man, these horses are so pretty. And I know that they're kind of dated and they're old, and I know that a lot of these coats actually we have similar ones in the Gen 3 model. In fact, I actually have this one in the Gen 3 model, which I've named Mousy because of this little almost Mickey Mouse ear shape on its butt. But yeah, this is I think honestly it's time for these to go just because we have nicer models of them now. But it's bittersweet because I've had so much fun on my Pintabians, but I also recognize that their models are outdated. We've got newer ones, and it's time to let them move on for their retirement. I'm trying to look around and see if there's any other horse here that I would be more upset to see go. And honestly, I think just because I've had such good memories with my Pintabian, I think this is it. Mostly the Pintabian because I don't have the Arabian, and honestly I know that they're the same, but the Pintabian has stolen my heart. I don't care what anybody says. I was thinking maybe the Halfinger, just because I remember Rania's Quest and her Dellinger, and I do have this Halfinger which I've named Potato just because look at him. But I don't think I'd be as sad about the Halfinger as I am about the Pintabian. Anyways, if you would like to also experience the joy of the Gen 2 Pintabian, make sure to get them while you can because they will be leaving on August 28th. But until then, you can get them for 390 star coins. Anyways, that is it for this week's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another video like this. I do try to cover every Wednesday update and a little bit more. Next week, we are teaming up with the Soul Riders for the beginning of a chaotic adventure. So we have another main story quest coming out next week. If you haven't caught up in the main story, make sure to do that before next week when the quest becomes available. And if you have done the quest and you're looking for a little bit of a refresher, I did cover the quest in this video here, so I'll link it in the description, but make sure to go find it if you want a little refresher of what happened last time. And also, as a reminder, keep an eye out for this weekend for, hopefully, fingers crossed, I actually get a chance to record it, video about my thoughts of what's happening with events right now, and maybe some speculation about where we think things are going. And with that, I will see you all in the next video. Bye!